Hello friends, Marcy here, and we are here to share the new pen that I've been waiting for. It is the new Kaweco AL Sport in olive green. So I was waiting for it to arrive. My mail ran so late yesterday, delivered at like 8 p.m. And so I didn't share, but I did pack up my pen in the box and my little syringe and converter in a box, and I took along some ink. So I was able to ink it up while I was at school today. Anyway, I'm anxious to share it with you. I'm very pleased with this purchase. I really love how the outside of this box is the olivine color. Most of my Kaweco boxes are the same. Spare a few, and I'll share those with you probably at a later time. Anyway, looking at this gorgeous, and it is olivine. When I spoke of it in another video, I couldn't remember if it's olive or olivine. It does have the gold Kaweco finial here and a gold nib in double broad. I purposely ordered double broad because in my Kaweco pens, I have several fine, extra fine, medium, and I've done several Kaweco nib exchanges where I've added broad and double broad to some other pens. Anyway, do you hear that sound? I like that. There we go. Anyway, I do want to share with you what comes in the box. Of course, the boxes always have these grooves to hold the pen, but it does come with a cartridge that was loosely housed in the barrel. But along with me today, I took a Kaweco converter, which are very tiny, because I knew I wanted to use a green matchy ink, not the blue cartridge. So we did that. And I'm going to put this away, just show you it's very typical of a Kaweco tin that you get on a pen purchase. Some of them tend to be a very tiny cardboard box, several of those too. But let me show you the family that it's joining. So I have several Kaweco Sports in the plastic body. And by the way, the clips do not come on these pens. You have to purchase those separately. And I usually purchase the clip to match the nib or the name on the cap. So all of these are the plastic? Is it plastic acrylic? Except for these two. These two are the AL. And this one doesn't have a clip because it's just one that I carry at school in my little pen pouch that you've seen in previous videos. So the AL family, I think this is a nice complement color. Of course, we have the rose gold. I love everything in rose gold. The purple because I like to do my school spirit, and this olivine was just irresistible. I did resist it for a couple months, and then the sale happened. So anyway, let's look inside at the silver nib, and I purchased a silver clip to go along with that on the rose gold. Something about it's winter time and it's very cold. The aluminum pens, when you first touch them, they are quite chilly, but they warm up nicely in your hands. So when I ordered the pen, it came in last night. I realized, oh, I forgot to order the clip. The clip came in today. This was a late night Amazon purchase, and here we have it. That's the great thing about Amazon. So installing the clip is quite easy. Just slide right over the top. And the clips I don't really use much. I do clip my pens on my collar or lanyard at school, but these I don't, because the clip does slide and move. It's basically just a roll stop and an aesthetic adornment to the pen. I do love the way that the Kawecos post. I can easily write, and I often do, write with a Kaweco unposted. It is a pocket pen, and this fits nicely in my hand. I do a lot of quick note writing like this. But when posted, especially on the AL, you can feel the weight of the cap resting in your hand, but it's not an unbalanced or overbearing weight there. It's nice and comfortable. The grip section is comfortable for me. It is metal on the AL pens, plastic on the regular sport editions. And so not only is it joining the Kaweco family, it's joining the green family, my green pens, because I do love them. And we're going to move this aside, start talking about what we inked it with, do a writing sample, share a little bit about the journal. And then this was another addition to my order. It is Esterbrook washi tape. We'll get that open and look at the beauty of it as well. Be right back. So I took along today my pen, my little converter fill kit, and the bottle of ink, which was my new Diamine Canalside that I ordered and received this week. After seeing it shared on KitchenCounterCrafts, I'll link her video below. But after seeing this, here, let me open this. After seeing this bottle, I just had to have it. It does say celebrating 160 years of the finest inks made in Liverpool since 1864. Same text message here. This is Inkwell, made in the UK. And look at all the beautiful designs on this box. It is 75 ml. That is a huge amount of ink. But one of the reasons I ordered it was not only because it was green, but look at this gorgeous bottle. I absolutely love this bottle, and they have some other colors that I will eventually collect just for the bottle's sake, as I enjoy using the ink out of it. It's hard to see here. There we go. Canalside. And so I took it along with me to ink in my pen, and we're going to share a swatch in the new swatch book. I'm starting a new swatch book for 2025, but I don't have it set up in any certain order. I'm just going to kind of go through it page by page, day by day, as needed. I'm not going to organize my ink section, my pen section, or sample section. I'm just going to go with the flow and see what happens at the end of the year when we look back on it. This was sharing pen friend swatches from Sherry at Faith and Fountain Pens. And then it kind of bled through because I was heavy-handed. I was heavy-handed on the ink application. And then I swatched my January birthday sampler from Goulet Pens, which was my free inks. Very much appreciated. And again, I'll skip a page because I kind of heavy-handed there, bled through. And I did talk about this book in an earlier video. This is an unused Hobonichi Techo 2022 planner English version. So it's the original Tomoe River paper. But I'm repurposing it. So there we go. I do have this. This is washi tape. It says Happy New Pen Day, and it was in a roll, and I just ripped it apart. It is from Endless Pens, and it alternates between black tape. Oh, I just messed that up. Black tape with white letters, and then white tape with black letters. So I'll have to correct that. And I'm utilizing my stamps. Stamps I've shared with you, not actually in use, but this is an ink journal stamp set from Well Appointed Desk. They switched to acrylic stamps some months ago. Before that, I was using their wood stamps. And let's see, Well Appointed Desk, I have one of their little stickers in there. These stamps on the bottom are just some acrylic stamps that I purchased from Amazon several years ago. I know they were linked in a video at some point, but that's my tools for the journal. back to this page. I did stamp one of the stamps from that acrylic set. Oh, the pen was from the woodblock set. The acrylic set says pen, ink, and date, and then brand and color, and then this was a separate bottle stamp that I added after the fact. I barely had to squeeze it in there. Anyway, let's get to the pen. I'm going to start here writing with the Kaweco AL Sport with double broad. And I really enjoy the way the double broad nib performs. So we're going to put, oh, by the way, as I was sitting there talking earlier about the ink, I left my pen laying like this, uncapped. So I was hoping it wouldn't have a hard start. That was my fault. Look at this fabulous double broad. I'm going to need more room to write. AL Sport. I'll just take up some room over here. Olivine with a double broad nib. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, the ink is Diamine Canalside. And our date today is a Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. I used this ink today at school in my academic planner from Sterling Ink, which also has the Tomoe River Sanson paper, and I was quite pleased at the shading properties that I got from that. I'm hoping that you can see that. I was not expecting that. I know I purchased the double broad nib and in anticipation of using a nice shading ink in it, because I really enjoy shading inks. Okay, now we're down to the ink bottle, and I'm just going to put down ink with a nib here inside the bottle. And our brand is Diamine. It's just like a quick swatch. Color, Canalside. And since this little stamp area is focusing on the ink, I'm just going to write 160th anniversary, or 160th anyway. Next, I do want to show you, when I purchased this, I had not ordered this yet. So I wasn't considering that as an ink of choice. But let me show you the ink that I had planned to put in it, and it is called Monteverde Olivine ink. So I have several inks that are green, some by the same name. I just want to put some of that here on the page as an ink comparison. Maybe next time we ink it up, we'll switch and explore Monteverde Olivine. This is another favorite ink of mine. Volume is lowering quite quickly. I think I'll use the ball end of the swizzle stick. I like to vary my tools and see what kind of performance I'm getting. So this is an option for an ink choice. Again, I had very little on there, and wow. So I might be getting some ghosting there on that page. And I'm going to use my Kakamori nib in the Tachikawa pen holder to just note the name Monteverde. Oops, Olivine. Ink. All right, we'll allow some drying time and then come back to do some comparison. While that's drying, I'm going to add some of the Pelikan Edelstein Olivine. That name, it just keeps coming back at me. olivine ink here on the page as a comparison with the Pelikan M800. Oh, my first M800. My M800. I'm not planning on adding any more to the family. This is the Edelstein Olivine. Oops. And it's amazing to see this double broad nib on the Kaweco, and this is a fine nib on the Pelikan. They have some juicy wet nib writers. Okay, I'm just gonna note here M800 fine for when I'm looking at the shading properties of the inks. So be right back when it dries. Okay, it looks like it's dry enough that we could actually turn the page if we had to, but this is a very pleasant green day. I'm loving exploring some more green inks with that fabulous new Canalside in the Kaweco, and I was very pleased with the shading properties of the ink and the performance in this double broad nib. Just fabulous. So some of the shading, it looks like dark green where it pools. And then here's the little colored in swatch with a nib. And we put down a little more than I expected or planned of the Monteverde Olivine ink, which is another choice that I considered when I purchased this. Oops, purchased this pen as a matchy-matchy. And then I just added from the Pelikan M800 and the Edelstein Olivine ink using a fine nib and looking at the properties. These two inks, the Diamine Canalside and the Edelstein, let me zoom out, I apologize. These two inks, the Diamine Canalside and the Edelstein Olivine, look very similar in color and shading. But when I saw this Monteverde Olivine ink on paper, it made me think of a green-black. And it's like, oh, wait, I have a Diamine green-black. So we're going to have to do a green ink exploration soon because I keep changing my mind and adding to the page. But we're running out of room, so we're going to come back with a green exploration ink. So while this ink was drying, I took the opportunity to start my roll, find the start on my rolls and get them going. So I did have another great idea. That's why I didn't want to plan this book out. Like what we're going to do here and here and here. I guess after it's done, I'll index it. But I wanted to go ahead and stick some of this beautiful washi on here. And I cut off the end of, oh, stuck it on my tripod. Hold on. Cut off the end of the Esterbrook washi roll. So let's add some washi here. Let's start with the green. I'm going to like it a green mood. It's upside down. Let's enjoy looking at, we have some foil circles, grape clusters, cosmic wine, cheers, and back to the circles. So this is where our tape ends. Let's put a, oh goodness. All right, let's put a few strips down so we can see what that looks like. Put some up here because I'm covering up the dates. This is a repurposed book. The dates have no value or meaning as they're incorrect, and that was a little crooked. I don't like crooked. All right. So if you ever see this page again, you'll know that I went back and adjusted that because I will. I know I will. All right, some purple cheers. I wonder if these are the same print, just on a different background. Oh, this one says Esty. Cosmic Wine. Cheers. Okay, this is where the tape repeats, or the pattern on the tape repeats. I'm making this look much more difficult than it is. I'm so sorry. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can go here. And here. I think it's neat the way it says SD on there. I wasn't really expecting that, even though it was Esterbrook brand of washi. So, oh no, I thought those were duplicates. They are a different color. This one's lighter. Let's interrupt the pattern with a white. Oh, this has some text about writing. Okay, I like that. So we're going to stop here, and there's a little SD word right above that grape cluster there. Let's see if I can bring in. Nice. I love the patterns on these tapes. It's so pleasant. All right, I'm going to go here, and we're going to put the right pen for the way you write. It's in foil, and I'm really pleased that that's showing up so well on the camera and the lighting. Can this fit across? Let's do, oh, you know what? This is the repeat part. We can move that off and go here. Oops, overage. That's all right. I can fix it later because you know I will. All right, and I'm going to just continue down the page. I don't need that quote at the bottom. Let's get the dark one out. The way you write, cheers. Okay, again, here we go. I'm going to cut that off because it's not a full statement. SD, the right pen for the way you write, cheers. Okay, here we go. And I want that statement there. SD, the right pen for the way you write. I'm going to take off cheers so it can fit. We'll speed through here. Okay, and we have some room for journaling about this product. Look at that shimmer, shine, and foil. Oh, I love it. All right, if I had planned this book out, I would not have planned that page. So I am just going to keep going with what does the next day or next event bring about in my ink journal. Thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.